Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Clackamas High School, and we get ready to bring you second-round action from the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 6A State Playoffs as we bring you Roseburg and Clackamas squaring off today here on The Score and streaming live online at 541radio.com. We are just a little ways away from first pitch for today's ball game, and we appreciate everybody for tuning in and joining us for today's contest. It's great to have you with us as we make a trek back up here to Clackamas for the first time since 2019 when Roseburg was in the quarterfinals of the 6A playoffs and lost against Clackamas there in that 2019 season, ending their year. They're going to hope for a different result as they look to make a happy trip back home after a second-round playoff matchup against the Cavaliers here tonight. It's great to have you with us, and we've got plenty coming up for you here during our pregame show. Want to remind everybody that today's game is streaming live with video online at 541radio.com, where you can catch the action for free thanks to sponsorship from Umpqua Survival. Surviving in the playoffs can be difficult, but surviving in life, well, they can be a little bit easier thanks to Umpqua Survival. Check them out at umpquasurvival.com. We'll have a word with head coach Troy Thompson coming up here in our pregame show. It's the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. Come back after a 2-minute timeout with a word with head coach Troy Thompson and a look at our matchup. It's the Roseburg Disposal pregame show from Clackamas High School as we get ready for second-round action between the Indians and the Cavaliers on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Back here with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dome for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. Well, the postseason continues on for the Roseburg Indians as they make the trek up north to Clackamas, and they get ready for a second-round matchup against the Cavaliers. Coach Troy Thompson joining me here in the pregame show. Coach, congratulations on a first-round victory, and, you know, postseason success is something you guys have seen, but it's never a guaranteed for any team when you take the field. And even when, you guys win comfortably and get it done early, it's got to be kind of a sigh of relief to be able to get the first one under your belt.
Absolutely. Like we've talked about before, in the playoffs, when it turns into a one-game season, getting one game is very important, and the fact we did that on Monday was a great job by our kids, and it's great to be up here at Clackamas here today to have another chance to get on the field and get another game in.
You guys have had some teams that have made some deep runs through your time here, and it's been a little while here with Roseburg for you. How big is confidence and a game like what you guys had in round one? How big is confidence for a team, and how do you feel like that might come into play here for you today?
Oh, I think that's very important. Obviously, you have kids that are swinging the bat well and putting the ball in play hard and throwing it well on the mound and playing good defense. That's a huge part of the game. You know, confidence is a big part of baseball at any level. And when you get to this point in the season where one game does make a difference and you can extend your season or you're going to be done for the season. So to come in confident and excited about being here, that's a good first step or a good first start. And hopefully we come out today with some of that confidence from Monday and get on the field here today and kind of see what happens with our opportunity here.
You guys take on a Clackamas program that has seen a lot of success. You walk in, you see immediately they've got the state championships hung up there, and I know they've had some coaching changes since the last time you guys saw them in 2019 in the postseason, but a program that's had a lot of success. Coming into this matchup, what are some of the things you focus on when you take on Clackamas?
Well, it's still the same Clackamas. They're going to be very fundamental, very sound in everything they do, and they'll be very good on the mound and disciplined at the plate, and they do a lot of little things very well, and that hasn't changed with the coaching change. Coach John Arnston steps down to become the athletic director here at Clackamas, and taking that spot is another coach that we've seen throughout the years at Oregon City, Coach Winkle there, J.J. Winkle. So not much has changed here at Clackamas. They're still going to be the same team with very good athletes and a very good club that we get on the field with here today. So same type of Clackamas club, and we look forward to the opportunity.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you guys out there today.
Thank you.
And that is head coach Troy Thompson joining us here in the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Again, let them make the run to the dump for you. That is Roseburg Disposal. Counting down towards first pitch of today's ball game. Roseburg taking on Clackamas. Roseburg, the number 2 team out of the Southwest Conference, 18-8 on the year, finished at 11-4 in conference play. They are one game behind conference winner South Medford. Roseburg is coming off of an 11-1 win over Southridge in the first round of the playoffs. Won that one in 5 innings. That was nice for Roseburg, but on the other side, Clackamas also getting a quick one. They win in 5 innings in their first round matchup against Century. 10-0, the final score in that one as they ended early. Clackamas comes in at 24-4 on the year, 15-1. They finished as the number 1 team out of the Mount Hood Conference, a conference that saw 5 teams make it into the postseason, but only 1-4 in the first round for the Mount Hood Conference. Clackamas the only team that wins to advance. The rest of the teams losing in their first round matchup, including Central Catholic, the number 2 team that was 14-2 in conference play. Central Catholic losing against Sheldon in their first round matchup at home, and the Irish moving on into the second round after their 10-3 win over Central Catholic on Monday. So it is going to be interesting to see how this matchup favors one side or the other. Clackamas beat Roseburg, as mentioned before, back in a quarterfinal game in 2019. That was the last playoff game for Roseburg prior to Monday's first round playoff matchup at home against Southridge. So it's been a while since anybody in the state has been at this point in the season, but it's kind of nice to get a chance to get back here to this point in the year. Roseburg, one of 3 Southwest Conference teams still left in the in the second round of the state playoffs. South Medford got an 8-1 win over Lincoln on Monday. Sheldon beating Central Catholic 10-3. Grants Pass lost against Tualatin 7-1, and Jesuit beat South Eugene 10-0. So moving on, you've got Roseburg here at Clackamas. Sheldon is on the road against McMinnville, and then Canby is on the road against South Medford as well. They are at home today against South Medford as well. That is your Southwest Conference look at things there. We'll take a look at more of what's going on around the rest of the Umpqua Basin throughout tonight's broadcast. Games going on kind of all over the place. We've got a number of teams still left in it. Today, every classification is in business, from the 2A, 1A classification to the 6A classification, baseball and softball, everybody into the round of 16. The 6A classification cutting down from 32 down to 16. The 2A, 1A classification had games on Monday, but they that was kind of cutting things down for them as well after many teams had first-round byes in the 2A, 1A classification. But now we get ready for the final few rounds of the postseason and the final few games of the high school spring sports season. Baseball and softball wrapping things up for us here in the coming weeks. We're going to have a little bit more to go here before first pitch as they go over the ground rules down on the field. It's a beautiful day here in Clackamas. It's a warm one, but there's been a nice breeze that's helping things cool down. We are expecting maybe a few more clouds, but it's partly sunny up there. There's a few clouds that are hanging around. Looking right now at 73 degrees here at Clackamas High School. Going to be cooling as the game goes on. Roseburg's in the black tops, gray trousers today, black socks, black caps for the Indians. They've got the orange numbers on the front and the back of the jerseys. They'll occupy the third base dugout to my left. On the first base side is Clackamas, the white tops, white trousers. They've got the black caps on with the numbers in red on the front and the back of their jerseys as they get ready to get announced out on the field for today's contest. Getting ready to go. It's going to be an exciting matchup here. Should be fun to see which of these two teams comes out ahead and a chance to move on in the postseason. Next round, you'll face the winner between Jesuit is on the other side. Jesuit, the number 2 team in the 6A classification. And let me grab my bracket here. Jesuit taking on Lake Oswego, the 2 versus 18 matchup there. The winner of this matchup and the Jesuit Lake Oswego matchup, they'll meet on Friday in the quarterfinals of the 6A state playoffs. Want to say thanks to our sponsor, obviously Roseburg Disposal, our pregame show sponsor, but also our video stream sponsor this postseason, which is Umpqua Survival. Check them out at umpquasurvival.com. And a couple of reads to get in here for the OSAA as they announce the teams down on the field. The OSAA is proud to sponsor with On Point Community Credit Union for the postseason as the title sponsor for the OSAA State Championships. On Point does everything it can to help our team and community get ahead. On Point delivers local banking and lending its members need to reach their goals and make more possible. Visit On Point at onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity. And for over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has remained locally owned and operated, supporting the community and people and places that matter. That's why Pacific Office Automation continues to sponsor the OSAA year after year. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved. Before we take our final break here of the pregame show for the national anthem, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on the Score.
And now, coming into today's game with an overall record of 24 wins and 4 losses, ladies and gentlemen,
it's Joey Keyran here with you as we get ready for our second round matchup between Roseburg and Clackamas. And we are excited for this one to get underway. Should be a great matchup between two very evenly matched teams, it seems, here in the postseason. Taking a quick look before we take that final break, Pac-12 Baseball Conference Tournament got started this morning, and for fans that maybe are tuning into the radio expecting to catch Oregon State baseball here on the Score like you would normally, we do apologize. We were hoping that we'd be able to get both Roseburg baseball and the Oregon State Beavers in, but the postseason brackets did not favor us as the games got scheduled at the same time, and so unfortunately we had to bump one or the other. Oregon State drawing the short straw there. The Beavers are taking on the University of Washington today, and we will try to update you with scores from that matchup throughout our game here today from Clackamas High School. But that game just about to get underway in the Pac-12 tournament, I do believe. Earlier today, there was the first game of the tournament, number 4 seed Oregon taking on number 5 seed Arizona, and it was a back-and-forth affair. The Ducks taking a lead later in that game, but they gave it up and almost got a rally in the bottom of the 9th inning, but unfortunately fell short in their comeback attempt. Final score was 8-6. Arizona taking down Oregon. Oregon had swept Arizona in a 3-game series at home to finish out Pac-12 play, then had to play them for a 4th time in the first game of the tournament, and it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a row, let alone 4 times in a row, so tough one there. But the Ducks will be playing again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You can catch that game on our news partner, News Radio 93.9 FM and 1240 KQEN. All right, that's going to do it for us here for the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, it's time for first pitch from Clackamas High School. Roseburg and Clackamas, they're squaring off in the second round of the state playoffs here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Of this tragedy.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
As the umpires for this round 2 matchup, Mark Anderegg, Ron Sewell, and Jay Ector.
Back here at Clackamas High School, getting ready for second round action. Roseburg just about ready to take the field as the visiting team. They'll be up to bat first. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's starting lineup for head coach Troy Thompson and the Roseburg Indians. 18-8 on the season. Leading things off for Roseburg will be right fielder Logan Klopfenstein. Batting second, today's starting pitcher for the Tribe, Austin Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie is at shortstop, batting third, followed by Silas Kincaid hitting in the cleanup spot, playing at first base. In left field, batting fifth is Dominic Tatone. Nathan Wayman is the DH. He'll bat in the sixth position, hitting for third baseman Jordan White. Batting seventh and playing catcher is Knox Hubbard. Sebastian Watson, the second baseman, will bat eighth. And rounding out the starting nine will be the center fielder, Carson Dunn. That is a look at today's starting lineup for Roseburg. On the mound, Roseburg will face off against Matthew, let me get it right. I'm going to have to say it a lot here. Matthew Toshny. Toshny, a right-hander out there on the rubber. And he will get the start. Looking around the rest of the diamond here behind the plate, the battery for Clackamas, Trevor Wilson. Out at first base, Jason Rademacher. At second base is Ashton McClanathan. At third base is Nick Holm. At shortstop, Garrett Struby. In the outfield from left to right, Jake Brady, Jackson Jaha, and Caden Stevens. The DH being utilized for the pitcher in the lineup for Clackamas.
Leading off for the Indians, number 6, the right fielder, Logan Klopfenstein.
All right, we get ready to go. First pitch just about to come in against Logan Klopfenstein, leadoff man for Roseburg. First pitch is in, strike one, and we are underway. Klopfenstein bats from the right side, left-handed thrower. The 0-1 pitch, fouled down the first base side for an 0-2 count. behind on the pitch from Toshny. Toshny will get ready for the 0-2 delivery, and that one's high. Came down at a bit of a different angle. Delivering that pitch from about a 3/4 slot. Logan Klopfenstein in the leadoff spot this year, batting .247 for Roseburg. The 1-2, fights it off, first base side, dribbler down the line, fielded by Toshny. And he will throw to first base for Rademacher to make the out there. One down.
Takahashi.
One away for Roseburg. Brings up Takahashi, today's starting pitcher. Right-handed thrower, left-handed batter. First pitch to him hits the outside corner from Toshny for strike one. Takahashi, all-conference pitcher of the year this year for Roseburg. Batting this year for Takahashi, .347 out of the 2 position. He takes a breaking ball that slides in for strike 2 at the top of the zone. Toshny on the mound, working ahead here early in the at-bats. His 0-2 pitch is low. A 1-2 count for Takahashi. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody on. Top of the first, Takahashi takes high and away to even up the count. Tak is a very disciplined hitter at the plate, has a great eye, and a good defensive swing with 2 strikes. He'll have one there as that ball lasered down the third base side. I think off of the Roseburg dugout down that direction. Count stays 2-2 against Takahashi. Toshny out there working out of the stretch with nobody on and 1 away. Staring into the glove of Trevor Wilson behind the plate will get the signal. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove. Strike 3 and first punch out of the day for Toshny. There's 2 away.
The shortstop.
And that'll bring up Dawson Gillespie, the 3-hitter for Roseburg. Gillespie starting shortstop. Finished the season on a nice hot streak, batting at .293 though, cooled a little bit in the last couple of games. First pitch to him. Hits the outside corner and Taché out there. Tashi will give up a ball up the middle, 1 hop, fielded by the shortstop back behind the mound. And Tashi will get a 1-2-3 first inning as he gets Gillespie to ground out 6-3 for the final out. So that'll be no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through half inning of play as we go to the bottom of the first on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the first inning. Joey Keyran here with you from Clackamas High School. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for the Clackamas Cavaliers. Jackson Jaha will lead things off. Jaha, then Trevor Wilson, and Nick Holm, your three batters to do up as we get things underway. First pitch misses for ball one from Austin Takahashi on the mound. Jackson Jaha, the center fielder, digs in. He'll take a breaking ball for a strike for a 1-1 count. Jaha, Wilson, Holm, Maurice Myers, and Ashton McClanathan. The second baseman will be the top five hitters. It's another pitch misses for Takahashi. 2 balls and a strike. Jason Rademacher is the first baseman batting 6th, followed by Garrett Struby, the shortstop, batting 7th. Caden Stevens is the right fielder, batting 8th, and Jake Brady, the left fielder, will hit 9th. That is your lineup for head coach J.J. Winkle and the Clackamas Cavaliers. Foul ball makes it a 2-2 count for Jackson Jaha. Takahashi misses high with the 2-2 pitch, and the count will go full. On the season, Austin Takahashi 7-1, 48 1/3 innings worked, 2.32 ERA, 56 strikeouts, 9 walks. His 3-2 pitch swung on. That one swung on and missed. And tagged out. There's the out. Jaha thought he might have tipped it. He's questioning the call from the umpire. Doesn't like it. That'll be strikeout to lead things off for Austin Takahashi as he sits down Jaha, 1 away. Strikeouts this season for Roseburg pitchers are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Visit onepeakmedical.com. They're accepting new patients both in person and virtually, and they're covered by most insurances. First pitch high to Trevor Wilson, the catcher for Clackamas. The 1-0 pitch, just a bit high for Takahashi. 2 balls, no strikes. We'll take a look around the diamond defensively for Roseburg here in the bottom of the first. Buzz in the tower, ducking out of the way. Wilson has a 3-0 count. Not allowed many walks. That's only the 10th this season for him. He'll put a man on with a walk here in the first with 1 away. Nick Holm, the third baseman, will bat next. Holm will hit with 1 out and 1 on. Roseburg will look to try and find a way to turn it up the middle. Sebastian Watson and Knox Hubbard heading out to the mound for a quick conversation with Takahashi.
Your attention, please. Courtesy running for Trevor Wilson.
I get a courtesy runner for the catcher. First pitch, a strike against Holm. Joey Giancola running at first base for the catcher. Pickoff throw that direction. He gets back in safely. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the first and a scoreless ball game here in the second round of the 6A state playoffs. The 0-1 from Takahashi popped him up. This one on the infield. Watson and Gillespie converge. It'll be the shortstop taking the fly ball on the second base side of the bag. F6 for Nick Holm, although Gillespie makes the catch out near second base. 2 down, it'll be Maurice Myers that bats the DH, hitting for the starting pitcher, Matthew Tashney. First pitch gets away. Ball 1, and up to second base will go the courtesy runner, Giancola. A 1-0 count for Takahashi. Check swing went around. Myers, a 1-1 count with a man in scoring position and 2 away. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball that disappears into the dirt, knocked down by Knox Hubbard behind the plate. Hubbard behind the plate, Kincaid, Silas Kincaid at first, Sebastian Watson at second, Jordan White at third, and Dawson Gillespie at shortstop. Your infield defense for Roseburg on the 1-2 pitch that's fouled away. Myers will stay alive. In the outfield from left to right for Roseburg today, Dominic Tatone, Carson Dunn, and Logan Kloffenstein, your starting defense for the Tribe. Maurice Myers at the plate, the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, picked up by Hubbard, throws down to Kincaid, and it's another strikeout for Austin Takahashi as he will strike out 2 here in the first, gave up 1 walk, but it doesn't come back to haunt him. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through an inning of plays. We go to the top of the second inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
And the first baseman, number 16, Silas Kincaid.
Silas Kincaid will lead things off for Roseburg here in the top of the second inning. 0-0 ball game. On the mound, Tashney fires in the first pitch. Strike 1 on a breaking ball to Kincaid. Silas batting this season at .355. Swings through on the next pitch for an 0-2 count. We have gotten word that maybe our video stream is lagging a little bit, trying to do the best we can with our internet connection here. And if things get a little too laggy for you, you can always listen online at 541radio.com, listen live to the Score, or find us on the radio. It's a pitch low and outside, a 1-2 count. I do apologize, trying to do the best we can here. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Silas Kincaid. The Roseburg first baseman waits for the pitch from Tashney. Will put one out towards center field. Jackson Jaha driving in will make the catch. Looked like he might have misread it at first and had to make a sprint to get underneath it. He's got good speed and good range out in center field, and he was able to get underneath that one in time to retire Silas Kincaid. 1 away as Dominic Tatone, the left-handed left fielder, will step in with 1 out and nobody on. Tatone comes into today's ball game, batting .293 for the Tribe. First pitch swinging for him is fouled off for strike 1. No, and not fouled off. That ball out deep left field. Excuse me. That'll get over the head of the left fielder. Just off the bat, it looked like it was going foul. Instead, it stays deep to left field, and it drops in for a base knock. That's 2 baggers for Dominic Tatone. And the lefty goes opposite field over the head of Jake Brady out there. Drops it in for a 1-out double, and Roseburg will have their first hit of the ball game, and it comes here in the second inning. First hit of the game for Roseburg, and puts a man into scoring position. Nathan Wayman will bat, the DH for Roseburg. That ball went all the way to the warning track in left field for Tatone. Wayman will take the first pitch, strike 1 on the outside corner. Roseburg baseball today brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. The 0-1 pitch to Wayman. He'll take a breaking ball, but it misses for a 1-1 count. The home fans expecting strike 2 there on that pitch. Didn't get the call. 1-1 count. Shortstop holding on, Dominic Tatone. His time called by Wayman on the mound. Tashney taking his time out there before delivering the next pitch. 1-1 count for Wayman. In this one, a strike call and a breaking ball in the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tashney will come set with Dominic Tatone out at second base. The 1-2. Swung on, fouled away. Stays a 1-2 count for Nathan Wayman. Wayman batting .296 on the season. Has 7 extra base hits, 11 RBI on the year, trying to drive in another one. He'll stand back in with the 1-2 count. Fouls that ball off. The Roseburg hitters making things difficult for Tashney on the mound. Long battle here for Wayman, the number 6 hitter in the lineup, waiting on deck, Knox Hubbard. With 1 out, Dominic Tatone is out at second base after his double. And Wayman gets a piece of that one, just barely. Got it off the cap of the bat. Out in front of that pitch on the outer half of the plate. Stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes as the battle continues for Nathan Wayman. 1 hopper towards short, picked up there by Struby. Throws over to first base, will retire Nathan Wayman. They throw back to second base, but Dominic Tatone able to get back there. Stays safe at the bag. 2 down. Long battle won by Tashney, but Wayman makes him throw a lot of pitches and made the defense make a play. Knox Hubbard will step in for the first time today, the left-handed hitting catcher. Batting .211 on the season. Looking to try and come up with a big hit here with a man in scoring position and 2 away in the top of the second. Scoreless ball game. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Hubbard has 5 RBI on the year. A couple extra base hits that digs back in. Tashney checking second. This time the second baseman holding on to Tatone out there. The delivery comes to the plate outside for a 2-0 count. American flag out above the scoreboard in right field. Not really moving out there, waving just a little bit as the wind may be blowing out some to right field. Not a lot. The 2-0 pitch. Hubbard fouls it away over the left side, up and over the Roseburg dugout down the third base line. 2 balls and 1 strike for the Roseburg catcher. On the mound, Matthew Tashney. Trying to work through this top of the second. Roseburg extending it out a little bit, making him throw a lot of pitches. The 2-1. Knox takes a breaking ball low right above his shoe tops. Cut into the left-handed hitter. And he finds himself ahead. 3 balls and 1 strike with 1 on and 2 away. Tatone with the lead out at second base. And there is ball 4. Low and inside to Hubbard. He'll take the trip down to first. First walk issued by Tashney. They'll get a courtesy runner. Eli Jacobs will come on. Jacobs will take over at first for Hubbard. And Sebastian Watson will step to the plate. Watson, the second baseman, hitting in the 8th spot. Was told he's been dealing with a thumb injury throughout this second half of the season. Hadn't really heard anything about it. He's been scrapping a bit, batting 180, but he's definitely out there for leadership, defense, and we know he can swing it when healthy. First pitch, got him. Grazed the front arm, and Watson will find his way on base on the first pitch. So a hit by pitch by Tashney will load him up with 2 outs in the top of the second. An opportunity for Roseburg to try and cash in early on, and a visit out to the mound for the catcher. Trevor Wilson, Nick Holm takes the trip to the mound as well as they try to calm down their pitcher, Matthew Tashney. Tashney, a junior, 6'3" right-hander. Will have the bases loaded with 2 outs, looking to try and get out of the second inning without giving up any damage. At the plate is Carson Dunn. The center fielder takes the first pitch, strike 1. Dunn batting .261 on the season, but he is second on the team in RBI out of the 9 spot. He's got 19 RBI this year, 10 extra base hits, a home run, a triple, and 8 doubles. The 0-1 pitch to him. Slow roller, left side, picked up by Holm at third. He throws a strike to first to retire the speedy Dunn. So Roseburg will leave the bases loaded in the top of the second. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors, and 3 men on. As we go to the bottom of the second, Roseburg still scoreless against Clackamas. The game tied as we go to the bottom of the second inning on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with
Foul ball for Jackson Jaha, finds him down 0-2. He struck out in the first inning. As we welcome everybody back here, it looks like we got the video stream back up and running. Hopefully our internet will be a little bit better here on this connection. It's a 1-0 score with runners at first and second and 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. A run scoring on a close play at the plate, a ground ball. The second baseman, Sebastian Watson, tried to throw home for the out, and the call was safe by the home plate umpire on the tag by Knox Hubbard on Ashton McClanathan, who gets right underneath the tag. 0-2 count remains after a ball fouled away by Jackson Jaha. 1-0 lead for Clackamas here in the second. The 0-2 from Takahashi got him to swing and miss. Tag applied by Knox Hubbard. That is 2 strikeouts in the game for Jaha and 3 total for Takahashi. But a run does come in. A little questionable there, but a 1-0 lead for Clackamas as we go to the top of the third on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Leading off the top of the third for the Indians.
Top of the third inning, Roseburg is trailing Clackamas 1-0. Roseburg looking to try and get that run back. Had a chance to score in the second. Couldn't capitalize with the bases loaded. It'll be Logan Klopfenstein to lead things off for the Tribe. And he'll swing through the first pitch for strike 1. And continue to have some fun with our internet connection here. Hopefully it'll stabilize. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Rolls down the backside of the mound. Picked up by Struby, the shortstop, to first just in time to beat out Klopfenstein. And there is one away. That one bounced just up over the mound and then rolled down the backside. Struby at shortstop, covering some ground, got to it behind second and rifled a strike over to first base to get Klopfenstein, who is now 0 for 2 in the ballgame, as Roseburg will go through the lineup for a second time. Takahashi at the plate. First pitch, a ball hit to the second baseman, off the glove, unable to get to it in time. McClanathan unable to make the play. That'll be an error at the second base to get Takahashi on. And there's one on with one out for Roseburg. They've had a couple of base runners on, but need to try and find a way to bring them around. And that'll be up to Dawson Gillespie, who will step in next.
Dawson Gillespie.
Gillespie grounded out to short in the first inning for the final out. He'll step in here with Takahashi on at first. Throw gets away. Takahashi up. He'll move up to second base on the throwing error. He'll take a turn there. That's all deep territory down the first base side for Rademacher, the first baseman, to chase that one down. So without having to throw a pitch to the plate, Takahashi will move into scoring position on the second error of the game by the Cavaliers. Gillespie will stand back in with a man in scoring position, trailing 1-0 for Roseburg, top of the third. Today's game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. First pitch to Gillespie, he fouls away. Roseburg baseball all season as well here on The Score has been brought to you by Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. Just one hit so far for the Tribe against Matthew Tashney on the mound, the right-hander. His 0-1 pitch. Gillespie swings through it. Breaking ball. Had him fooled on the location. That one dropping below the knees as he was swinging through. 0-2 count for the three-hitter in Roseburg's lineup. Gillespie trying to pick up. He leads the team in RBIs at 20, looking to get number 21. Tashney's 0-2 pitch. Popped up in the air out towards right field. Pretty well hit. Tagging is Takahashi. He will head for third. And Roseburg, with 2 outs now, will have a man at third. And an opportunity to maybe bring in a run on a base hit. It's not a sacrifice fly for Gillespie. But Silas Kincaid will have a chance.
The first baseman,
Silas Kincaid with a runner at third base. I think that is Griff Zymet that comes in to run. Yeah, Griffin Zymet will come in to run for Roseburg at third base for Austin Takahashi.
Your attention, please. Courtesy runner at third base, number 8, Griffin Zymet.
2 down. Silas Kincaid at the plate. Tashney once again trying to get through an inning with a man at third base. Ground ball, hard hit towards short, playing it, routine ball. Lob it to first, and Strube will make the final out across the diamond. Once again, Roseburg will not be able to bring in a man to score from third base, and they will trail 1-0 going to the bottom of the third. No runs on no hits, 2 errors for the Cavs, and 1 man left on base. Go to the bottom of the third on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Austin Takahashi will face Trevor Wilson for a second time as we start the bottom of the third. First pitch, a breaking ball in for strike 1. Joey Kieran with you here in Clackamas, where Roseburg and Clackamas are squaring off. Both teams trying to move on to the quarterfinals coming up on Friday. 0-2 count for Wilson, who's taken a couple of breaking balls for strikes. The 0-2 pitch, he pops up in the air. Right field, Logan Klopfenstein trailing to the foul line, gets underneath it to retire the first out of the third for the Cavaliers. Roseburg baseball this season been brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. If you are somebody that flipped over to the audio stream because the video stream was having some issues, I don't want to jinx it, but things are looking okay, so we'll take that. First pitch swing and a miss for Nick Holm. Takahashi's 0-1 delivery is low for a 1-1 count. Takahashi so far 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. 2 walks a little uncharacteristic for him. The 1-1 pitch missing just low on the inside corner for a 2-1 count. Checking in around the rest of the Umpqua Basin, they're at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg. Umpqua Valley Christian in action in a second-round matchup in the 2A-1A baseball playoffs. There's a 3-1 count now for home, another close pitch missing. UVC leading 4-3 over Lakeview as they head to the 5th inning in that playoff matchup. The 3-1 is called for a strike, bringing Holm back to the base. He thought that was going to be ball 4. He's back to the batter's box from the right side of the plate. The third baseman, 0 for 1 in the game. Now a 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, third base foul. Also earlier today, Days Creek softball losing in the second round of the 2A-1A playoffs 11-1 against Union Cove. A lot of teams in the Umpqua Basin still playing, trying to keep their seasons alive today. 3-2 pitch, line drive to left field, will drop in front of Dominic Titone. A 1-out base hit for Nick Holm. Just the second hit of the ball game for the Cavaliers. And it brings up the DH batting in the cleanup spot. Maurice Myers struck out in the first. First pitch swinging up the middle. Gillespie flip to Watson, who can't get it out of the glove in time. Does he? Yes, he does. He bobbled it, but still rifles it to first in time to get Myers at the bag. A 6-4-3 double play to clear the bases and finish the third inning. Roseburg keeping Clackamas off the board and keeping it a 1-run ball game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Cavs. We go to the top of the 4th on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
From a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
The left fielder, Dominic Titone.
We're through 3 innings of play. It's a 1-0 lead for Clackamas. So against Roseburg, it'll be Titone, Wayman, and Hubbard due up for the Tribe to try and change that. First pitch to Dominic Titone from Matthew Tashney is high and away to the lefty. Roseburg baseball this season brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Contact their travel experts for your travel plans at 672-5701. Another ball going opposite field. That ball to the wall. It's gone! A game-tying home run by Dominic Titone. He had a double off the left field wall. Back in the second. This time he sends it opposite field and over the fence. And this one's knotted up at 1 apiece. Dominic Titone with a big blast, his second home run of the season, and the senior has us all squared away here in the fourth. What a hit, and he's gone opposite field both times with that. He has shown effortless power at times. It just does not look like he is swinging as hard and as far as the ball is going. He has hit a couple of big blasts this year. Another guy at the plate that sent one over the fence is Nathan Wayman, who digs in and fouls off the first pitch. Titone hit one to what was the deepest part of the park back at home at Champion Car Wash Field earlier this season, and that one a big one as well. Wayman will take outside for a 1-1 count. It's 370 out to center field here. That one was to the alley, so probably carrying about 350 feet on that home run for Titone. Hard hit down the third base side. That's a base knock for Wayman. He'll take a turn at first. He's putting in the afterburners and heading in for, and he gets to find their bats here in the fourth. Unable to drive in a run with runners in scoring position in the second and third innings. And finally, they start coming alive here in the fourth. And with nobody out, a runner in scoring position is the go-ahead run for the Tribe. And up to bat will be Knox Hubbard. Knox will try to move around Nathan Wayman from second. Knox will dig in. He drew a walk his first time up. He'll square to bunt and takes for ball one. Matthew Tashney on the mound has now given up 2 hits here in the fourth. 3 hits total for the Tribe. The 1-0 pitch. Hubbard will bunt it down the first base side. The play will go to first. A sac bunt by Knox Hubbard. That moves Nathan Wayman to third base. Perfectly executed. Second baseman covering the bag. The first baseman, Rademacher, makes the play, retiring the first out. With 1 away, we get a visit to the mound for the coaching staff for Clackamas. Roseburg tied it up here in the fourth. They've got a man at third base with 1 out and a chance to try and take their first lead of the day. Roseburg Baseball is brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. Also, folks, the OSAA is going digital with Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing partner of the OSAA. Access tickets for all first round through state championship finals via the OSAA website or OSAA Live app. Order your tickets in advance and present your digital ticket at the gate. Convenient, paperless, and easy to use. OSAA.org/tickets. First pitch in for a called strike to Sebastian Watson. The 0-1, Watson will take for strike 2. With 1 out and a man at third base, Roseburg looking to try and get something at least to the outfield to see if they can bring in Wayman for the go-ahead run here in the top of the fourth inning. An 0-2 pitch. Watson will take outside behind the plate. Wilson working hard. Make sure that ball does not get by him with a man at third. Wayman, not the quickest of wheels at third, but he can move. Not a deep backstop here at Clackamas High School. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. And the count will go to 2-2. I think Watson thought that was going to be called for strike 3. He circles back around to the box. A 2-2 pitch coming up for Tashney. He's trying to get the second out. And confusion at the plate. I think Watson wanted time. Didn't get it. Everybody's chirping from both sides. The 2-2 here for Watson. Tashney sets with a man at third. Delivers. Swinging in a foul ball. Watson will stay alive. Tashney 2-2 pitch again. Got him to swing and miss. Kept going to that slider on the outside corner, and Watson just could not lay off of it and could not get around on it. That'll be the second strikeout of the game for Matt Tashney. There's 2 down, and it'll bring up Carson Dunn. 2 away with a man at third. Roseburg trying to take a lead. First pitch low and inside to Dunn. Carson grounded out to third base, back in the second for his only at-bat so far. One-0 count for Tashney. Misses low and outside. The 2-0 count. Tashney misses outside. Count will go to 3-0. Top of the order, waiting on deck, Logan Klopfenstein. Dunn trying to find his way on base for the first time today. At third base is Nathan Wayman. Roseburg tied 1-1 here in the top of the fourth. Strike across on the 3-0 pitch. High outside corner against Dunn. Carson with 19 RBI this season. Another one would tie him up with Dawson Gillespie for the team lead. The 3-1 pitch to Dunn. He takes for ball 4. That'll put him on the corners. Runners at first and third with 2 away. Top of the order, Logan Klopfenstein, a big spot for the right fielder. Chance to see if he can maybe bring in that go-ahead run. Matthew Tashney. Time called before the first pitch. Tashney has gotten Logan Klopfenstein to ground out twice so far in this ball game. Once back to the mound, once to the shortstop. Pick off, throw, look to first, throw back to, or look to third, throw back to first. Wayman will score. Dunn is going to head around to third. He's going to get 2 bags out of this throwing error. And Roseburg takes a 2-1 lead on another errant pickoff throw by Matthew Tashney. And Dunn will get 2 bags out of it. Dunn does stay. I thought maybe they might have been saying that the ball got out of play or something there. No, Dunn goes all the way to third, and easily scoring is Wayman. Roseburg takes a 1-run lead here in the 4th inning. Tashney delivers. Breaking ball in for a strike against Klopfenstein. 2-1, Roseburg in front in the top of the 4th inning. A lead to work with now. And they're trying to see if they can do some more. No action in the bullpen, it looks like, for Clackamas. That pitch inside to Klopfenstein gives him a 1-1 count. I think that's the bullpen over there for the Cavaliers, from what I can tell. And don't see any action over there. I am blocked from Roseburg's bullpen, but I can't imagine anything going on there. A 1-1 pitch here for Klopfenstein. Swings through it. Tried to sit on the breaking ball. Might have sat a little too long. And he swings through for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the leadoff man in Roseburg's lineup. Roseburg scoring on an error and a home run here in the 4th inning. A 1-2 pitch from Tashney. Fighting it off. Klopfenstein stays in, hangs around with the defensive swing. Looking to shorten it up. Try and get something in play. See if Dunn can score from third. Tashney staring in. The 1-2 pitch. Trying to get through this 4th. Ground ball, third base side. Backing up on it is Holm. Long throw to first. Just in time to get Klopfenstein. Didn't beat him by much, but he does get him to finish it out. Roseburg sends 7 men to the plate here in the top of the 4th. They take a 1-run lead. A homer by Dominic Tatone, and a throwing error brings in Nathan Wayman after he got on with a double. The Tribe in front 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
Start out the bottom of the fourth inning. Clackamas leading things off with Ashton McClanathan, and he singles right back up the middle, right over the top of starting shortstop Dawson Gillespie for Roseburg. Second hit of the game for McClanathan. Scoring to bunt now is Rademacher coming in to make the play. Jordan White will make the play running in. White fields the ball down the third base side. A throw on the run is right on target. Rademacher lays down a sac bunt, though. And there's one away, and the game-tying run in scoring position quickly for Clackamas here in the bottom of the fourth. A 2-1 ball game. Roseburg in front, scoring the go-ahead run and the game-tying run there in the fourth inning. First pitch drops. Ball one. Boy, that I thought got in the strike zone there right away. Garrett Struby at the plate, laid down a sac bunt in the second inning, his first at-bat. He'll be up the bat here with one on and one out. Man in scoring position for the Cavaliers. Austin Takahashi on the mound. He's allowed now 3 hits in this ball game. 2 Clackamas and just the 1 run as he gets a strike across. Takahashi's 1-1 pitch for Struby. Just out off the edge, 2 balls and a strike. Takahashi gets a strike in this time. Caught him on the corner, painting the edge of the outside of the plate. And Struby back in with a 2-2 count. Out at second base, McClanathan, who led off the inning with a single. Going opposite field, but that one will hook foul down the right side for Struby. Stays alive, but couldn't get that one to straighten out down the line. So it'll remain a 2-2 count. Bottom of the fourth. And the pitch just missing for Takahashi. So Tak will try to come back here on the 3-2 pitch. That ball well hit out towards left field on the run to Tone to the wall at the fence. That ball is gone. Out of the field on the left field side. Everybody taking a moment to realize it. That ball goes over the fence. To Tone out there, running to get to that one at the wall, could not get up to it. It was tough to tell from here whether or not that ball had enough to get out, and it just squeezes out of the park. A 2-run blast for Clackamas, and that'll make it a 3-2 lead for the Cavaliers. Now back in ball in this one. Takahashi will fire in against Caden Stevens, who tries to lay down a bunt for a base hit, but will not. Takahashi fields cleanly off of the mound and will make the put out to first. So there's 2 away. Whole new ball game now. Back in front goes Clackamas by a run. 3-2 for the Cavaliers. Takahashi will miss high and away to Jake Brady, the lefty. Time called. Down to third base goes Brady to talk with his coach here. Check-in leading South Medford after 3 innings of play. 2-0 the score in that matchup. And UVC and Lakeview are tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning there at Champion Car Wash Field. The 1-0 will catch the outside corner for a strike to even things up for Brady, a 1-1 count. Breaking ball from Takahashi. Didn't have the spot on that one. Misses high and away. Swing through for strike 2. Takahashi challenging Brady with that one. He couldn't catch up. 2-2 count. And it'll go full. Momentum swinging back and forth in this one. Clackamas held a 1-0 lead in the second. Roseburg took a 2-1 lead in the top of the fourth. Now it's 3-2. Clackamas in front as the strike 3 pitch comes in and freezes Brady on the outside corner. That'll be the 4th strikeout of the game for Austin Takahashi. But the lead back in favor of the Cavaliers. A 2-run blast by Garrett Struby makes it 3-2 as we go to the top of the 5th on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It's number 14, the pitcher, Austin Takahashi.
Back to a 1-run lead for Clackamas as we start things in the top of the 5th inning. Takahashi, Gillespie, and Kincaid stepping in to lead things off for Roseburg. Takahashi giving up the 2-run blast on the mound in that last half inning. We'll try to start things off positive for Roseburg. A bunt attempt fouled away for strike 1. Matthew Tashney now with some renewed life on the mound after his teammates help him out at the plate. He's now got the lead back in his favor again. 1-1 count as he missed outside. Today's game brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com, 541-459-1545. A pitch inside hits off the foot of Austin Takahashi, and he will get the pass down to first. Second hit batter of the game for Tashney. Takahashi will stay in at first to run for himself. No courtesy runner for the pitcher there. Dawson Gillespie will bat. 0 for 2 in the game for the Roseburg shortstop. That'll be the game-tying run on at first base now to lead things off in the 5th for the Tribe. Gillespie will take a breaking ball for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Gillespie has popped up and grounded out. Runner going, a strike call. Throw to second will not go. Will not be applied on the tag as the tag hard into the head for Austin Takahashi, who had stayed in to run. And he's getting up a little slow. The ball got by into center field. As the tag not applied by Struby, couldn't make it on the scoop. Takahashi in safely to second base. It's a strike call at the plate against Gillespie, an 0-2 count for him. And now Griffin Zimet will come out to run. No, Zimet came out with the medic kit. He'll head back to the dugout now. He's got his helmet on. Not sure if he'll come out again. Could be big, though. He's a pitcher, obviously, for Roseburg, so they need him ready to go again. And Zimet does trot back out there, so I think they'll bring him in. Might be a bloody nose out there for Takahashi. He's holding his face. He's going to walk to the dugout. Trainer there with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the injured player number 14.
So Takahashi will head to the dugout. Courtesy runner will come in for him, and hopefully he'll be okay. On Point Community Credit Union is proud to sponsor the OSAA State Championships. On Point is Oregon's largest locally headquartered credit union, serving more than 465,000 members. Visit onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by NCUA Equal Housing Opportunity. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on The Score.
Your attention, please. Courtesy running is number 8, Griffin Zimet for the Indians.
So Zimet does take over at second base for Roseburg. He'll courtesy run for the pitcher. There is nobody out. A man in scoring position for Roseburg. They trail 3-2 against Clackamas here in the second round of the state playoffs. On the mound, Matthew Tashney facing Dawson Gillespie, who's got the 0-2 count. Gillespie waits. His casual stance at the plate. Tashney takes his time out there. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. And he'll get Gillespie for a third time. And his strikeout victim number 3 for Tashney. He gets a big first out here in the 5th. One away, Silas Kincaid will bat. He's 0 for 2 as well. Roseburg's done the damage with the bottom half of the lineup. Dominic Tatone with a double and a home run has been the big hitter. He waits on deck. Just one out. Runner at second for Roseburg here in the top of the 5th. Swinging it through. Kincaid can't locate the breaking ball. Tashney has given up 1 walk, 2 hit batters, 3 hits, and 3 strikeouts so far. Misses well outside on the 0-1 pitch to Kincaid. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning. Live video coverage of Roseburg baseball in the postseason brought to you by Umpqua Survival. Visit umpquasurvival.com. The 1-1 from Tashney. Strike 2 taken. Tashney's got a very lengthy, got kind of opposing mentalities on the mound, it feels like. Takahashi's a guy that wastes very little time out there on the mound, likes to work with a quick pace. Tashney on the other side, he takes his time out there, settling in on his next pitch. Working out of the stretch with Griffin Zimet, courtesy runner at second. Kincaid gets behind one, high in the air out to left field, but not going to be enough. The park will hold it. The catch made by Brady, tagging and trying to go to third. Nope, back to second base will go Zimet, and Kincaid will fly out to left for the second out. Off the bat, looked pretty good, but he got it up a little bit too high underneath that one for Silas Kincaid. And there are 2 away as Dominic Tatone will get a free pass. They intentionally walk him. He's had a double and a home run, and they don't want to deal anything with it here. They'll put him on at first and bring up Nathan Wayman to bat instead. Wayman did have a double his last time up and eventually came around to score on a throwing error by the pitcher, Matthew Tashney. Runners at first and
Next
second
up
with
for the
2 away.
Indians is number 18, the designated hitter, Nathan.
That is actually the third walk of the game for Tashney. I missed one in there when I was giving you his numbers earlier. So 3 walks now on the day, 1 intentional. Tatone on at first after the intentional walk. It's Zymet running for Takahashi out at second after Tak led off the inning with a hit by pitch. Nathan Wayman at the plate swings and misses for strike 1. That sweeping breaking ball from Tashney has been trouble for the Roseburg hitters so far today. The 0-1 for Tashney. Looks to second. Zymet out there with a decent lead. Low and outside, a 1-1 count. Can't really see Roseburg's bullpen, but I would feel like I'd probably see somebody's head kind of popping up over their dugout if there was somebody in it. So that might be good signs for Austin Takahashi, who slid into second and looked like he came up with a bloody nose. A 1-1 pitch here for Wayman. Nathan will take low for a 2-1 count. Hopefully Tak is okay and able to return for the bottom of the 5th. Roseburg felt pretty good going into this matchup with him on the mound, and they'd hate to lose him after he slid into second base trying to steal out there. Got in safely, but he took the brunt of it. Trying to call for time, and Wayman finally will get it. On the mound, Tashney now will step off and circles around. The chess match continues between pitcher and hitter. Wayman, a 2-1 count against him. Cooling here in Clackamas as the evening wears on. Top of the 5th inning. It's a 3-2 ball game in favor of the home team. Pop up. Could be trouble down the right field side. Long run in foul territory. The catch is made by Caden Stevens. And that will finish things off in the 5th inning for the Tribe. They'll leave a man out at second base. No runs. There were no hits. No errors for the Cavaliers. 2 men left on for the Tribe. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Roseburg trailing 3-2 on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Jackson Jaha will lead things off for Clackamas in the bottom of the 5th. The Cavaliers leading at 3-2 against Roseburg. Austin Takahashi still on the mound throwing for the Tribe. That's a good sign. He has a 1-1 count against Jaha, who has struck out twice against Tak, and he's behind 0-2. A 1-2 pitch here for Jaha, and he'll take in the dirt for a 2-2 count. Takahashi into his 5th inning of work. 3rd time through the lineup here against the Cavaliers. The 2-2. That ball in the air to right field. Well hit. Going back in front of the wall. Klopfenstein will take that one out of the air. And Logan racing down that ball will make the catch for the first out of the 5th inning for Clackamas. Jackson Jaha, he was the guy you highlight in the lineup card. He was hitting around 500 going into the postseason. Went 1 for 2 with a triple and 2 RBI against Century in the first round. He's 0 for 3 today. First pitch, strike one against Trevor Wilson. Wilson was 1 for 2 with a couple RBI against Century on Monday. Takes outside a 1-1 count. Wilson heading to Lynn Benton Community College for baseball next year. Pitch upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Wilson walked back in the first. Flew out to right field his last time up. The 2-1 pitch drops in for a strike. Beautiful pitch by Takahashi. Tak will miss high and away on the 2-2 count. Finds himself now with a 3-2 count against the number 2 hitter. Ground ball up the middle. Gillespie diving, won't be able to get to it in time. That'll be a base hit for Wilson, his first of the day.
Number 15, the third
The 5th hit of the game for Clackamas. And it'll put a man on at first with 1 away. One on, 1 out. The 3-hitter Nick Holm, 1 for 2 on the day, will bat next. Hard hit ball gets into left field. A 1-hopper on the infield into the outfield grass. Artificial turf on the infield here at Clackamas, and then you've got the real grass in the outfield. And that one got into the outfield grass quickly for Holm. And he is now 2 for 3 on the day. Runners at first and second with 1 away, and that'll prompt a visit to the mound for pitching coach Richie Charles. Oh, we got a break in the action. Let you know today's game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Here in the bottom of the 5th, it's a 3-2 lead for Clackamas over Roseburg. Lead has been traded. Clackamas took a 1-0 lead in the second. Roseburg rallied back, took a 2-1 lead in the top of the 4th. But Clackamas quickly took it back in the bottom of the 4th with 2 runs on a home run by Garrett Struby.
Number 4, the designated hitter, Maurice Myers.
So it'll bring up Maurice Myers, the DH. 0 for 2 in the day for him. Grounded into a double play his last time up. Takahashi stays in the ball game for Roseburg. And I think they bring in a courtesy runner maybe for the catcher. No, Wilson still running out at second. And running at first base is number 8. That is Hudson Norman. First pitch, breaking ball high by Takahashi against Myers.
Your attention, please. Courtesy running at first base.
So they bring in a pinch runner for Nick Holm. Probably re-enter the game in that position. 1-0 pitch, called for a strike, 1-1 count. Takahashi trying to get through this 5th inning, keeping it a 1-run ball game. See if the Roseburg bats can find that hot streak they had back in the 4th inning. Strike called against Myers, got himself a 1-2 count. Tak would love a double play ball again here. Swing and a miss. Strikeout will do just as well. Big strikeout for Takahashi, second out of the inning. And that is the 5th strikeout of the game for Austin Takahashi. There's 2 away. And Ashton McClanathan will bat. He is 2 for 2 in the game. Dangerous hitter here. Steps up with 2 outs and 2 on. First pitch swinging, fouled away for strike 1. Strikeouts by Roseburg pitchers this season have been brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. They're covered by most insurances. 0-1 pitch in the air out towards left center on the run. Carson Dunn will get underneath it for the final out. Dunn has great range out in center as well, and he runs himself underneath that one to finish things off in the 5th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base for the Cavaliers. We go to the top of the 6th. Getting late in this one. It's a 1-run ball game. Roseburg looking to fight their way back on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student, a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors, my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
For over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has remained locally owned and operated, supporting the community and people in places that matter. That's why Pacific Office Automation continues to sponsor the OSAA year after year. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved. Knox Hubbard will lead things off, followed by Sebastian Watson and Carson Dunn here in the 6th inning. Roseburg trailing at 3-2. Now we did see Nick Holm came out of the game for the pinch runner. And I believe he is re-entered there at third, so Holm back in the game. So they just looked to upgrade a little bit on the base pass, maybe with some more speed that last half inning, and then put him back in for the defense. First pitch misses to Knox Hubbard. Ball 1 as we start things off in the 6th. Hubbard is 0 for 0 in the game. Has not had an official at-bat with a walk and a sac bunt. On the mound, Matthew Tashney still throwing for Clackamas. He'll miss low again. It's a 2-0 count. No pitching changes yet in this one, but we're getting late. Might see something here from the bullpen soon. Any pitching change is brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking about making a change yourself with your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris at chrisinsures.com. 2-0 pitch, takes it to 3-0 as it misses low and inside. Tashney falling behind to start things off here in the 6th. Roseburg has had the leadoff runner on base a few times. They've had runners on, haven't been able to bring them around. Their 2 runs came in the 4th on a solo homer by Dominic Tatone, and then a double by Wayman got him on base, and he scored on a throwing error on a pickoff throw. That gave Roseburg a 2-1 lead at the time. Hubbard will draw his second walk of the game on 4 straight pitches. That's the 4th walk by Tashney. They'll bring in Eli Jacobs to run at first base for him.
Your attention, please.
Sebastian Watson will bat. He is 0 for 1. Struck out last time he was up. Was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Game tying run on first for Roseburg. Watson squares to bunt. He'll take for ball 1. Charging in at third, Nick Holm. Holding the runner on at first, Jason Rademacher. Watson not showing. Now will square to bunt. Coming in is Holm. That pitch taken for a strike. 1-1 count. Well, it goes final at Champion Car Wash Field back in Roseburg. UVC hangs on to win the number 1 seed in the 2A, 1A baseball bracket. UVC taking down Lakeview 5-4 in a tight battle there. The 1-1, Watson takes outside. So congratulations to head coach Dave York and his Monarchs. They'll be moving on to the quarterfinals of the 2A, 1A bracket coming up on Friday. Jacobs takes a lead at first, running for Hubbard. Watson at the plate with a 2-1 count against Matthew Tashney. Squares to bunt early. Will take for strike 2. So 2-2 count, nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. It's a 1-run ball game. Tashney looking for his 4th strikeout of the game here with the 2-2 pitch coming up. Ground ball, slow roller, third base side. That goes foul. Just dribble down into foul territory. So a final there. Probably getting close to a final between Sheldon and McMinnville in that matchup. Not getting any score updates on that one. Last we saw, South Medford was trailing 2-1 against Canby in their second-round matchup down at Harry and David Field in Medford. 3-2 our score here. Clackamas in front, and a big strikeout on the outside corner to Watson. He watches it go by, his 2nd strikeout of the game. 4 strikeouts for Tashney, gets a big one there. And it'll bring up Carson Dunn with 1 out and a man on at first. Dunn drew a walk in the 4th inning. First pitch to the center fielder. Outside. Dunn got on in the 4th, and he was at first base when Tashney tried to throw a pickoff throw over there and threw it away. That allowed the go-ahead run to score at the time for Roseburg. He ended up getting 2 bags out of it. The 1-0 to him is well outside again. Jacobs back to the bag at first, had a big secondary lead. Continue to work our way through the evening here. Still probably about a couple hours left to go before sunset, so probably not going to need the lights, I'd imagine, here tonight. A very comfortable evening out at the ballpark. Rain in the forecast for the future. But that is the quarterfinal round problem that we don't need to think about yet. Ball fouled away by Dunn. 2 balls and a strike. Friday's not looking great for baseball. But every team would love to have a game washed out on Friday because that means you're still playing. Right now, Roseburg trying to work their way back in front or at least tie it up. They trail by 1. Game time run at first base. A 2-1 pitch coming up for Carson Dunn. Tashney out of his stretch. He's in the stretch all game long. Swinging a foul tip by Dunn. Count goes to 2-2. Roseburg's made Tashney throw a lot of pitches. Two balls, 2 strikes. Carson Dunn waits on the pitch from Tashney. Ground ball up the middle. Could be a chance at 2. Flip to second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. Dunn is a quick guy down the line, and he's able to beat out the throw back to first. Jacobs out at second. 2 down. So they trade places. Carson Dunn on at first with the fielder's choice. Jacobs out running for Knox Hubbard at second base. And Logan Klopfenstein will bat, looking for that first hit. He has hit 3 ground ball outs so far in this one. Trying to find a way to get one to get through the infield. Pickoff throw to first. Off on the bag of Jason Rademacher. Had to step off the bag to make sure he stayed in front of that one. It's been a bit of an issue throwing to first for Tashney today. Runner going. That ball down the third base side. That is foul. Just barely down that third base line. Got in on the hands there for down that third base line. Got in on the hands there for Klopfenstein. Wasn't all that hard to hit, but right down the line. Looked like it almost maybe jumped over the bag, but just goes foul. Back to first will go Dunn, who had a nice jump on the pitch to the plate. Tashney will step off. 0-1 count for Klopfenstein, trying to come up here and keep the game going in the 6th inning for Roseburg. They trail 3-2. Tashney delivers. They pitch out. Dunn not trying to go on that one. He's back to first with a 1-1 count at the plate for Logan Klopfenstein. Klopp is grounded back to the mound, to short, and to third. The 1-1 here from Tashney. Check swing. Home plate umpire will say he didn't hold up. Klopfenstein called for the check swing. 2 strikes against him. And Tashney is a strike away from getting through this 6th inning. Roseburg's had a man on at first the entire time, but haven't been able to move him. At first base, Dunn trying to get a good read. Long pause, pickoff throw. Dunn was looking to run. Got a bit of a late dive back to the bag, but he does get in safely. One-two count. He's running on the pitch. Ground ball goes to short. Picked up by Struby. Throws to first. Just in time. Almost offline, but a big stretch by Rademacher to hang on to the baseball. With the runner going, they almost got the shortstop out of position, but he recovers in time, and Roseburg goes down without a run in the 6th. No runs, no hits. There were no errors for Clackamas, and 1 man left on base for Roseburg. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still a 1-run ball game on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Austin Takahashi out for the 6th inning as Roseburg will stick with their starter, and he fires in a first pitch, strike 1 to Jason Rademacher. Appreciate a lot of people look like tuning in to watch on YouTube. I know that the video quality has not been there, but the audio hopefully is good enough for you. It's an 0-1 pitch, rolled to second base for Rademacher. There in front of it is Watson. He'll make the first out and with a 4-3 putout for Rademacher, who is now 0 for 1 in the game after a walk and a sac bunt. Garrett Struby will bat. He had the 2-run homer in the 4th inning that put Clackamas back in front. They lead 3-2 here in the 6th inning. Today's game brought to you by Dr. Lanson Randall. They're accepting new patients, so give the dentist a call at 541-378-6694. First pitch from Takahashi, high and in to Struby. Struby 1 for 1 in the game. Another one misses for Takahashi. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 away. Bottom of the 6th. Roseburg will be down to their ground ball. Will Gillespie throw to first, scoop at the bag by Kincaid, and Roseburg will make a great defensive play to keep a runner off the base paths. Garrett Struby grounds out up the middle, ranging to get there, almost on the outfield grass. Gillespie makes the grab and a throw. 1 hops to first where Kincaid scoops it out of the dirt. Caden Stevens will bat. He is 0 for 2 in the game and takes the first pitch for strike 1. Stevens did have an RBI fielder's choice in the 2nd. The 0-1 swung through for strike 2 for the lefty. That was on the controversial play at the plate where throw went home, the tag applied, but not in time. The 0-2 fought off third base side, picked up by White, has some time, throws to first. Got it there just in time to beat Stevens. And Roseburg gets a 1-2-3 inning in the sixth defensively. They needed it, and now they need a run to keep this ball game going. Go to the top of the seventh, final 3 outs for Roseburg to try and keep their season alive on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
We get a call to the pen here for the top of the seventh. Clackamas will make the change. The call to the pen brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. If you're looking to make a change with your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris. With over 10 years of experience, Chris can make sure you're getting the coverage that you need at a price that fits your budget. Auto, home, life, and more. Contact Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsurers.com for a quote today. Taking over on the rubber will be a lefty. That is Caden Stevens. Stevens grounded out to finish the bottom of the sixth. He'll take over on the mound. Stevens moves in from right field to take over.
Off the top of the seventh for the Indians, it's the pitcher.
Out in right field will be Maurice Myers. The DH comes in. He had been batting for the pitcher, so they just make that change defensively. First pitch from Stevens misses to Austin Takahashi, who will lead things off, and he takes a strike on the outside corner, a 1-1 count. Roseburg down to their final 3 outs, trailing 3-2 against Clackamas in this second round matchup. 1-1 for Talk. Bounces outside for a 2-1 count. So Tashney goes 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, and we'll get you more of his line later on. 2-1 pitch to Takahashi. He hits a ground ball towards first. Picked up. The flip to the bag in time. 3-1 the put out. Stevens gets there just in time to cover, and they will retire Takahashi down to the final 2 outs for Roseburg. Dawson Gillespie and Silas Kincaid due up, neither without a hit today. So hopefully they're due. 1 away. Gillespie stands in. We've seen 2 home runs in this ball game so far. As the first pitch high and away to Gillespie. 1 swing of the bat could tie it up for Roseburg. A 1-0 pitch from Stevens, the lefty. Fastball hits inside corner at the knees. Caden Stevens, listed at 6 feet tall, a senior. He'll miss low to Gillespie. 2 balls and a strike. Stevens was 2 for 3 with an RBI against Century at the plate on Monday, pitching for the first time in the postseason. Gillespie gets one in the air down the right field side. Long run for Myers out there, the new man. And he makes the catch for the second out. It's 2 away. And it'll come down to Silas Kincaid to try and keep things going here. Roseburg needs base runners.
16, the first baseman, Silas Kincaid.
Silas has popped up twice and grounded out once. The lefty, first pitch swung on and missed. Dominic Titone waits on deck. Dom had a great day at the plate today, a double and a home run. If he gets a chance, the breaking ball misses outside to Kincaid, and the home fans wanted the strike. 2 away, nobody on. A 1-1 count for Silas. Swings through, strike 2. So it comes down to one more pitch here for Caden Stevens. It is a save situation for him. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive shot, gets into left field. Roseburg with a little bit of life left in him. And Silas will get his first hit of the day, and the game will extend at least one more batter as Dominic Titone will come up to hit. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. Kincaid on at first. They're going to bring in Eli Jacobs to run for him.
Your attention, please.
So a pinch runner at first for Kincaid. They upgrade with a little more speed. That run so important with Roseburg trailing by 1. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. They need 1 run to tie it and force it to the bottom of the 7th. 2 runs would give him a lead. Titone has gone opposite field both times. Dom was intentionally walked his last time up. A pickoff throw to first. Back in safely goes Jacobs. Throws to first base have been a little bit of an interesting adventure for Clackamas today. Titone waits for his first pitch. Swings through the breaking ball for strike 1. Ball ended up in the dirt. Wilson behind the plate, knocking it down, keeps it in front of him. Jacobs with the lead at first. Sees the game-tying run. Roseburg needs him to score. The 0-1 pitch to Dom. Swings through another breaking ball for strike 2. Decision time here. What is Stevens going to throw? The breaking ball's gotten Titone twice. Does he stick with it? Go with a changeup. Maybe challenge him with a fastball. Titone digs back in. The 0-2 pitch. Well outside. Tried to get him to chase. Waste one away there. A 1-2 count. Titone trying to keep this game going. A 1-2 pitch coming up from Caden Stevens. The lefty will throw to first base. Back in safely goes Jacobs. 3-2 our score. A 2-run homer in the 4th inning for Clackamas, the difference right now. A 1-2 pitch to Titone. Breaking ball, he fights it off. Check swing, got the barrel and fouled it towards the Roseburg on deck circle. Might have been good. That ball looked like it might have had enough movement on it to work back into the zone. The at-bat will continue. 1-2 pitch for Dom. Stevens delivers. Breaking ball, high. The home crowd wanted strike 3. It had Titone shaking there. He wasn't sure what to do with that pitch. Inside, maybe a little bit up. A 2-2 count. There it is. And Roseburg's season will come to an end here at Clackamas. Strike 3 goes by. Titone watches it, and Roseburg will be heading home with their season over. A close one here at Clackamas, but they couldn't quite keep the edge after taking a 1-run lead in the 4th. Clackamas retook it in the bottom of the 4th inning and hung on the rest of the way. It was quite the ball game today, but unfortunately, Roseburg comes up on the losing end. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base for Roseburg in the top of the 7th. The game is final. We'll head to the postgame show. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up for you. We'll name our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game and put a final bow on the 2022 high school baseball season for Roseburg High. We'll come back after the break on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back here at Clackamas High School, where the Cavaliers are victorious for a second consecutive OSAA state playoffs, because the OSAA hasn't hosted a playoff since 2019. Clackamas knocked Roseburg out of the playoffs in 2019, and they do it again here in 2022. The winner will move on to face the winner of Lake Oswego and Jesuit on the other side of the bracket. Jesuit, the number 2 team in the playoff seeding. And so good luck to Clackamas as they go up against either Lake Oswego or Jesuit. We did have a quick score update on that Oregon State baseball game. They are in the top of the 4th inning, and Washington is beating Oregon State 6-2 in that one. So there you go. We should have Oregon State baseball the rest of their season here on The Score, so tune in for the Beavers the rest of the way there. But as for Roseburg baseball, wrapping things up here today, Unfortunately, they come to an end with a 3-2 loss against Clackamas. Roseburg will finish out this season at 18-9, and Clackamas will improve to 25-4, and will move on to the quarterfinals. Picking up the win is Matthew Tashney, as he goes 6 innings, allows 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 2 hit batters. Austin Takahashi will take just his second loss of the season. And it's, Lake Oswego beats the number 2 team in the state, meaning Clackamas will get a home game in their next game. Wow, good for them. That's surprising. That means if Roseburg had won, they would have been at home on Friday. What a surprise there. Number 2 Jesuit goes down. So back to the recap here. Takahashi takes his second loss of the season. He pitches 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts in the loss. A tough one there for Takahashi. Caden Stevens gets a save in the matchup today. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, no walks, and 1 strikeout. The final one, a strikeout against Dominic Tatone to seal the win. Final numbers were 2 runs on 4 hits for Roseburg, no errors, and 9 men left on base. That's the big one there. And for Clackamas, 3 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors, and 4 men left on base. Roseburg had the chances, just could not cash them in. Taking a look at some of the offense from this one, Clackamas took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. They would score on a fielder's choice. Caden Stevens at the plate hit a ground ball to second baseman Sebastian Watson. They were playing in with a runner at third. Watson makes a great throw to the plate. Looked like Knox Hubbard made a great tag, but apparently the tag not quite in time. And unfortunately, the call was safe, and that's the difference in the ballgame there. Ashton McClanathan scores in the second to make it a 1-0 game. Roseburg made it a 2-1 game in their favor in the fourth. A solo homer by Dominic Tatone tied it up to lead off the 4th inning, and then Nathan Wayman hit a double to get on base into scoring position. A sacrifice bunt put him at third, and then a throwing error on a pickoff throw to first base after a walk, a 2-out walk issued to Carson Dunn. The throwing error to first, and that allowed Wayman to score and gave Roseburg a 2-1 lead. But in the bottom of the 4th inning, a leadoff single by McClanathan got him on base, and then a 2-run homer by Garrett Struby put Clackamas back in front 3-2, and that was all the offense in this game the rest of the way. Roseburg had 1 hit the rest of the game. After taking a 2-1 lead in the 4th, they only got 1 more hit the rest of the way. Did have a runner in scoring position in the 5th inning, couldn't bring him in. Had a runner on base in the 6th, couldn't move him around from first, and did get a runner on with 2 outs in the 7th inning. But the game came to an end with Dominic Tatone taking strike 3 at the plate. Some of the offensive numbers: Silas Kincaid 1 for 4 in the game. Dominic Tatone was 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. Nathan Wayman had a double in the game as well. Those are the hits for Roseburg. On the other side, the hits for Clackamas: Trevor Wilson was 1 for 2 with a single. Nick Holm was 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Ashton McClanathan was 2 for 3 with 2 singles. And then Garrett Struby had the 2-run homer in the game as well. So that is a look at this one. And moving on to face Lake Oswego here at home on Friday. Clackamas will be in the quarterfinals while Roseburg is heading home. Always sad to get to this portion of the season and always kind of unsure exactly what's the right thing to say. What we do want to say is congratulations to Roseburg. Head coach Troy Thompson, assistant coaches Tim Sestair, Richie Charles, also with him today from the JV and freshman teams, Justin O'Byrne and Connor Yagi. Congratulations to the coaching staff on another fantastic season at Roseburg High School. Second place in the Southwest Conference this year for the Tribe. Congratulations to the whole team, but to the seniors who are partying here. It's always bittersweet at this moment knowing that there's things ahead of them that they look forward to, but unfortunately their senior baseball season comes to an end earlier than they wanted. Carson Dunn, Sebastian Watson, Dominic Tatone, Knox Hubbard, Logan Klopfenstein, Griffin Zymet, Dawson Gillespie, Silas Kincaid, Nathan Wayman. A great senior class here at Roseburg this year. They will be greatly missed coming up next spring. But there are some great juniors that we look forward to getting a chance to watch in their senior season coming up. Evan Corbin. You've got Jordan White, Eli Jacobs, Austin Takahashi, and Parker Burke. we'll see what that junior class can do as seniors coming up next year, and we'll see what the JV and freshman teams have in store for us to fill out the rest of the roster. It was a heck of a fun season to watch this year with a lot of big moments. Unfortunately, they couldn't come through in the biggest moment here in the late stages of today's second-round matchup. Like I said, never really know what to say at this moment because unfortunately it's coming to an end. But hopefully for a good chunk of the senior group and probably a number of these juniors, we'll get a good chance to watch a lot of baseball with them coming up over the summer. Believe it or not, folks, we are just a couple of weeks away from the start of American Legion baseball at Champion Car Wash Field, where the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will take the field for yet another season. Head coach Jeremiah Robbins and the Docs will get ready to start the season coming up June 7th. So look forward to that. It's likely we'll see a lot of these names from the Roseburg roster on that team coming up this summer, and I can't wait to be there to call a lot of that action for you coming up during the summer. For those that are unfamiliar with Legion baseball, we do it a lot like Roseburg baseball. We will be there to cover the games home and away for pretty much everything, and we will do our best to have live video coverage of the games. As you can see, sometimes you go to places where the cell phone coverage and the internet connectivity just isn't in your favor. Sometimes it doesn't always work out to your advantage. But nonetheless, coming up, we'll have Legion baseball for you with games on the radio and hopefully for most of them on the video stream as well. First game is June 7th at home, and we look forward to bringing you, I think I counted it up, 40 games this year for the Doc Stewarts. And the great thing is Docs baseball is hosting the American Legion AAA State Tournament at Champion Car Wash Field again. So we know that the Doc season will end with a berth in the state tournament, looking to try and get a state title for the Docs. We'll look forward to that. So stay tuned, baseball fans. More coming up in just a few weeks. As for Roseburg baseball, final score again, 3-2. Clackamas moving on. Roseburg heading home. Their season ends at 18-9 on the year. Congratulations to all of them. It's time now to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game here in the postgame show. Mountain Mike's, we appreciate their sponsorship of the Player of the Game all season long, and today's Player of the Game is going to be Dominic Titone. Unfortunately, he's the guy that was at the plate to take the final strike to end the game, but without his homer in the fourth inning, Roseburg does not stay in this ball game. So Dominic Titone is your Player of the Game to wrap it up. He receives a $50 gift certificate to use at Mountain Mike's Pizza. We appreciate their generous donation of the gift certificate all season long. All right, well, it's down to South Medford and Sheldon to try and carry the Southwest Conference flag, and I haven't seen any updates lately on that South Medford game. They were trailing Canby 2-1 after 4 innings down there. So we'll see how that works out. But enjoy the rest of the postseason, folks, and we'll talk to you again here soon, coming up June 7th. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Want to say thanks to the Clackamas Cavaliers for being great hosts here today. It was a pleasure to come up here, and we appreciate them making room for us in their press box. Want to say thanks to Athletic Director Russ Bolin for allowing us to be right there with the teams all season long, whether it be football, whether it be boys and girls basketball, baseball. They allow us access to a lot of different stuff. Even when we're not broadcasting games, we do get chances to just be around the teams and provide some great coverage of Roseburg High sports, and we always enjoy that. So thanks to Russ Bolin and the entire athletic department at Roseburg High School for another season of great Roseburg High sports. Thanks to head coach Troy Thompson and his staff for allowing us to be in around another season of Roseburg baseball here on The Score. Thanks to all of the players for just welcoming me in, as always, with open arms. It's just so much fun to be around these kids when I get the chance to do it. So thanks to everybody there in that Roseburg dugout. Want to say thanks to our crew back in the radio studios running the production all season long. Tonight it was Ben Hill running the radio production for us. We appreciate him, along with Brenton Cranford, Abby Knight, Logan Bishop, Craig Ortega, and I don't know if Grady got in there, but we'll mention him because he's done some work with us throughout the season as well. But thanks to all of them for the awesome job running things back in the studio. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast, because like I like to say, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. If you guys weren't tuning in, we wouldn't have sponsors paying the bills, and I wouldn't get the chance to go out and do something I absolutely love to do. And that is getting a chance to go out there and tell the story of our local high school sports athletes. And it is my pleasure to do it again for another season. I think this was maybe season number 10 doing Roseburg baseball, and it was another great one. So thanks, everybody, for being a part of it. And thanks to all of our many sponsors that do make this possible. Without them, we obviously would not be here. Well, get a little bit of a break, and then it's right back to it with Doc Stewart's baseball coming up June 7th. I guess I'll leave it there. We'll wrap it up. Stay tuned for CBS Sports Radio, and we'll have Oregon State baseball coming up as they make their way through the postseason as well. I'm Joey Kieran. It has been a pleasure, folks. We'll talk to you again real soon here on Douglas County's Home for Sports. The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. All right.